Most compost fails quietly. It smells wrong, stays cold, dries out, turns slimy, or just sits there month after month looking exactly the same. The problem is not what you add to compost. It is how you manage time, airflow, and movement. Compost needs a clear workflow, not guessing. The 3-bay compost system solves this by giving organic matter a defined journey from fresh waste to finished compost. Once you understand how the 3 bays work together, compost stops being unpredictable and starts becoming automatic. You know, when you try to compost everything in just one single pile, well, it's really attempting to do everything at once. Fresh scraps end up cooling the whole thing down. Finished material gets all mixed up and disturbed, and honestly, moisture becomes rather uneven throughout. Before you know it, oxygen just disappears right from the centre. All this chaos, it slows down decomposition and unfortunately creates quite a bit of odour. Compost, well, it truly succeeds when materials are allowed to move through different stages, not when everything is simply dumped together forever. The 3-bay system, you see, separates those stages so that biology can work efficiently without any interruption. Each bay, really, has just one job, and it does it rather well. So, the first bay is for building heat. The second bay, well, that's for controlled breakdown. And then the third bay is for curing and stabilizing. Material flows in one direction only. Nothing goes backward, you see. This simple rule, honestly, eliminates almost every compost problem gardeners face. Fresh inputs never touch finished compost. And, you know, finished compost is never reheated. Each bay supports the next one naturally. The first bay is where raw materials are layered and activated. Now, this is really the only place where high heat is actually desirable. You see, heat kills weed seeds and pathogens, and it also, you know, rapidly breaks down soft materials. Balance matters here. For every 1 bucket of green material, like kitchen scraps or fresh weeds, you'll want to add 2 buckets of brown material, such as dry leaves, shredded cardboard, or straw. This carbon-heavy ratio, you know, prevents odour and allows oxygen to move through the pile. Moisture activates microbes. The pile should feel, well, like a wrung-out sponge. If it is too dry, decomposition stalls, and if it is too wet, oxygen disappears. To kickstart microbial activity, a simple compost activator can be used. Mix 1 cup of finished compost or worm castings into 1 gallon of water. Stir well and, you know, evenly sprinkle this solution over each new layer as you build the pile. Within days, the pile should warm noticeably. Heat here is a sign that biology is working correctly. Once the first bay stops heating strongly, usually after 2 to 3 weeks, the material has done its hardest work. This is the moment to move it. Turning is not busy work. It restores oxygen, redistributes moisture, and exposes new surfaces to microbes. Moving the pile into the second bay resets the system. Materials that were on the outside move inward. Compacted zones loosen, and, well, decomposition becomes uniform instead of patchy. The second bay is not about extreme heat. Really, it's about steady breakdown. The pile should feel warm, not hot, and slightly damp throughout. If the pile feels dry, just lightly water it. But if it feels heavy or a bit sour, add dry carbon material and fluff it gently. This stage is where structure forms. Fungi begin to dominate, binding particles together and creating a crumbly texture. This is what turns compost from decomposed waste into soil food. The second bay should not be disturbed often. Let biology stabilize. So, occasional turning, say once every 2 weeks, is really enough. You know, patience here actually produces better compost than constant interference. The third bay is, well, for curing. This step is skipped by most gardeners, and that's often why compost sometimes burns plants or causes nutrient issues. Curing allows remaining organic acids to neutralize and nutrients to stabilize, you know. Material moved into the third bay should already look like compost. A dark colour, an earthy smell, and a recognizable structure, well, those all indicate readiness for curing. In this bay, no heat is desired. The pile should be cool, moist, and left mostly undisturbed for, 4 to 6 weeks. During this time, microbes finish their work, and the compost becomes, you know, safe for seedlings, roots, and soil life. Fresh compost feeds microbes, well, quite aggressively. Cured compost, on the other hand, feeds plants gently. This difference, really, determines whether compost builds soil or shocks it. Curing, you know, prevents nitrogen drawdown, salt stress, and, well, microbial imbalance. It's really the difference between compost that works sometimes and compost that works every time. Each bay should be large enough to hold heat, but small enough to manage easily. A volume of roughly 1 cubic metre per bay works well for most gardens. Slatted sides or, you know, gaps between boards allow airflow without drying the pile. Open fronts make turning easier, while solid backs, well, they help retain heat. This balance supports microbial activity without suffocation. Kitchen scraps, garden waste, leaves, straw, shredded cardboard, and small branches all work well. Avoid large woody pieces unless chipped. Avoid meat and oily waste unless you are experienced and managing heat carefully. Diversity improves results. A mix of textures feeds a wider range of microbes. Water should be added intentionally, not constantly. The goal is even moisture throughout the pile. If rainfall is heavy, cover the bays. If conditions are dry, water lightly during turning. Always adjust moisture when moving material between bays. At first glance, 3 bays seem like more effort. In reality, they eliminate constant troubleshooting. Rather than, fussing over smells, coal piles, or unfinished compost, you just move the material forward when it's ready. Every action really has its purpose. Each bay does just one job, and honestly, this clarity saves you time in the long run. With the right balance and movement, finished compost can be ready in as little as 8 to 12 weeks, depending on conditions. But more importantly, it's consistently ready. No surprises, no stalled piles. Well, you see, this reliability allows you to plan soil building instead of, just reacting to compost problems. Compost should be a system, not a gamble. The 3-bay method, mirrors natural decomposition cycles while giving gardeners control over timing and quality. When organic matter moves forward instead of just sitting still, compost becomes, predictable. If this guide helped you rethink composting, do consider subscribing to Nature's Blueprint for more proven garden systems. Share this with a gardener who's perhaps tired of failed compost piles, and start turning waste into perfect soil the way nature intended.